Hari Om. So I am continuing with Manusmriti, part 3, of how it has been wrongly misinterpreted and propagated by certain sect of Tamil Nadu politicians or political group or certain sect. And this is in English. Before that, Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu, Dirghashman Bhava, Stribhya Dirgha Sumangali Bhava, Kanya Stribhya Shigrameva Vivaga Praptirastu, Sarva Mangalani Abhivridhir Bhavatu. So I am continuing. Now I will go to chapter 6, verse number 90 of Manu. Now what he says, let us see very carefully. Yatha Nadi Nadah. Beautifully he says. Nadi is a Strilinga. Nadah Sarve Sagare Yanti Samstitim. Tatha Eva Ashraminaha Sarve Grihaste Yanti Samstitim. Samstitim. Now what is the meaning? Oh, very clearly Manu Raja says, Yatha, just like Nadi, Nadaha, all the rivers, the plural, the masculine Nadi and the feminine is Nadi. Nadaha, Sarve Sagre, on the Sagar means oceans. Sagare, Yanti, going, they are all going to where? Going, and Samstitim. That Sthiti is same, that they all join together and be one, right? So that's right. Tata, in the same way, Yatha eva only, Ashraminaha, those who are not Ashramavasis, means those who are not the Varnas, Ashraminaha, Sarve Grihaste, amongst the Grihas, on the householder. Grihastaha they say, Grihaste, Saptami Vibhakti, on the householder, going, they are all going, there only. Some Sthitim, for unity. They are all united there in the householder's house, in the householder's Griha. Now here you please note very carefully, Manu does not neglect the Shudra. He doesn't say except Shudras, all the other three Varnas can go and they will be in some state in the householder's house. Just like all the rivers. He says everybody, including the Shudra, the Brahmana, the Vaishya, the Kshatriya. What means? Everybody in the order. What are the orders? The four Varnas in the order. Yatha Nadi Nadaha Sarve Sagare Yanti Samstitim Stitim Tatha Eva Ashraminaha. Those who are not householders, Sarve Grihaste Yanti Samstitim Tatha Eva Sarve, he says, he brings all the four Varnas. No partiality or not being impartial towards Sudra. He includes Sudras also, all the Varnas. That means Sudras were in the class, in the Varna. It must be the Chandalas or somebody else. I will come and explain to you in detail. So this is 6.90, chapter 6, verse 90. Come to next, chapter 6, same, next verse, 91. Beautiful one. Chaturbir api cha eva Yetair Nityam Ashramibihi So Ashramibhir. So we can say, take it as Ashramibihi. Ashramibhir Dvajaihi, twice born, Dasha Lakshana ko dharmaha sevitavyaha prayatnataha. Now let us see. He says Chadurbir. What is the Chadurbir? The four Varnas. Doesn't neglect the Shudras. He is not partial towards the other three Varnas, whatever you want to say, the Brahmana, the Kshatriya and the Vaishya. He includes all the four, including the Shudras. That means at those times, Shudras were not something different from Brahmana. Those who are educated are Brahmana, those who are hardworking with their legs are Shudra, that's all. Later on I will tell you how it came, historically also I will tell you. So Chaturbir api also, cha eva etaihi. Etaha means this. napumsakalingah eshaha etaha etaihi, by these, bahuvachanam, by these nityam ashramibihi or ashramibhir. When you conjoin, the ra will come, repaka will come. If you take it will be a visarga. Bihi dvajaihi, by the twice born people, who are all the four varnas, twice born only he says. He doesn't say Brahmana, Kshatriya and Vaishya, as he also uses those words, Brahmana and all. Dasha lakshanako dharmaha sevitavyaha prayatnaha. Dasha lakshanam, 10 noble path, like Buddha's 8 noble path, 10 laws. Lakshanam, they should sevitavyam, they should pray. Means they have to adopt, they have to adhere. Seva, sevitavyaha, tavya pratyaya, they have to do that seva, means they have to adhere to those 10 dashakam. He says dasha lakshanaka dharma prayatnataha. From that only what they will have, they will get the dignity. That is, all the four have to do the effort of adherence to the dasha lakshana. Lakshana means 10 laws. Dasha lakshana dharma. Dharma means law. That means he is using the chaturbihi, all the four varnas, including the Shudra. They have to adhere to the 10 dharma, the Brahmana, the Kshatriya, the Vaishya, and the Shudra. Chaturbihi, is it not? Is he neglecting the Shudras and say only the Trayaha, only this have to adhere, and Shudras are not here, they are out? Does he say? Even he includes everybody. Even the Brahmana, the Shudra, all 3-4 varnas have to adhere to the Dasha Lakshana Dharma. That's all. The olden times. And that is 6.91. Now, what is the Dasha Lakshana Dharma? Dasha Lakshana Dharma. What is that? We will see. Dhritihi, Kshama, Damo, Asteyam, Steyam, Asteyam, Saucham, Indriya Nigraha, Dhir, Vidya, Satyam, Akrodho, Dashakam, Dharma Lakshanam. What are the Dashaka Dharma Lakshanam? What are the 10 laws? He quotes, he says, Dhritihi. Dhritihi means I am satisfied, contentment, not greedy. We can take it like this. Dhritihi, Kshama, patience and tolerance, and also forgiving others, like that. And Damaha, internal control, especially controlling the organs. If you control the internal organs of your body, you are controlling your mind. The mind controls internal organs. Even the external, like your hand, you may hit somebody, but controlling the internal organs is called Damaha. That's more important, he says. Damaha. Asteyam. No, not being, not stealing, not appropriating. Steyam, asteyam. Should be without appropriating, without thieving. Asteyam. Saucham, clean. Sauchalaya, we say in Hindi also. Clean, purity. Saucham here means purity. In mind also, purity. Indriya Nigraham. All your Pancha Indriyas, you should not succumb to your Pancha Indriyas. They have, see, some Indriyas, bad Indriyas, you like to hear bad. You like to speak bad. A person. So he likes to speak good also, hear good also. But generally you control the Nigraha, all the Indriyas. Nigraha. That's what overall he means. Then he says, Dhiraha means one who is a knowledgeable person, one who is has wisdom. Dhiraha. Wisdom. Not knowledge is different. Wisdom. Jnanam. Dhiraha. Vidya. Knowledge. Vidya. Satyam. Truth. Akrodaha. Akrodho, he says. Krodaha. Akrodaha. Not being angry. Krodaha is angry. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. Sammohat smriti vibramaha. Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, we will see. Krodha means angry. Akrodaha. And not being angry. Opposite to Krodaha. Akrodaha. be calm, be cool, no anger. Akrodaha. These are the dashakam dharma lakshanam. So this 10 truth, if he says Manu, and you call Manu as fanatic towards the other 3 castes, and he neglects, he banishes Sudras and all, it's all made up of by certain Tamil Nadu political fellows just to gain votes or drive hatred. That is very wrong. So this, he brings all the Dashalakshanam, 10 laws for all the 4 castes, Chaturpihi. Now what more do you want? Now if you go to 8.62, I am just taking one more beautiful verse. 8.62 he says, Grahinaha Putrino Maulaha Chatra Vish is Vaishyaha Shudraha Yonayaha. So Chatra Maulaha Chatra Vishwa Grahina Shudraha Yonayaha Artyuktha Sakshyam Arhanti Na Ye Kechit Anapatihi. He brings it out very beautiful. He says all the Grihinas, people who are Grihasthas, householders, and Putrino, people who are having male children, and Maulaha, the original aborigines of that land, the original settlers of the land, maybe Shudras, maybe Brahmanas. See, it includes everybody. Now you see, whether it is Chatra or Vaishya or Shudraha, Yonayaha, all these people, Yaha, Anaya, Yonayaha, Adayaha, we say, all these people, Artyukta Sakshyam Arhanti, they deserve, they have the, they are entitled, Arhanti, deserve for Sakshyam, witness by the Artyukta, to tell for the fellow who has filed a case. Suppose he brings, he wants a witness, all these people can come as a witness. Na ye kechid anapatihi. The others cannot be brought. Na ye. But if it is absolutely required, they can come. But not na ye can normally no. They, others other than these people are not entitled to be a witness in a court case. That's what he says. Sakshi. A sakshi. So here includes Kshatriyaha, Vaishyaha, Shudraha, everybody. He doesn't say Shudras cannot be brought as a witness. Does he say? No. Everybody can be brought as a witness, so that they are entitled to, they have the, they are deserving to be a witness to the to the suitor, one who files a suit. That is one who is a petitioner, for example, the modern world. So everybody is entitled, and also the aborigines, then the householders, the Brahmanas, the householders, they are entitled, and generally men with male children, they are entitled. See, that's a beauty of it. Now let us go to the verse number, chapter number 8, verse number 104. Now what he says, Manu, beautifully he says, Shudra, Vish means Vaishya, Kshatriya, Kshatriya, Vipranam, of all these people, Viprana means learned persons. Okay, you include Brahmanas. Vipranam, Yatra, where Rita Uktau Bhavet Vadaha. If in those places, if they, Rita means truth, Anrita means untruth. So Rita means if they tell the truth, and that leads to Bhavet, what? Vadaha, death. If by telling the truth, that leads to death, Tatra there, Yatra, Tatra there, Vaktavyam Anritam. That place you have to tell lies. Tat, he, Satyat, it will be da. Because if it is conjoined, otherwise Satyat, Ramat. Then Satya, Vishishyate. There it is accepted. Vishishyate is Vaishishyam. It is a noble thing, something like that. This is Vishishta Karyani. Noble, high pedaled, high level Karya of what? Of telling the untruth. Where? Where by telling the truth, if it leads to death, that is not correct. Instead, by telling the untruth, it is better than telling the truth, which does not lead to death. By telling untruth, if it does not lead to death, vadaha, then that is vishishyate, that is better. This is vaishishta karyam than telling the truth and leading to death of somebody, for example. That means, he says you tell lies if it is not going to protect a man. If you tell lies, if it is not going to lead to his death. Don't tell don't tell truth if it is going to lead to death to somebody else. Very good. Now, what is the main point? He is including Shudra. He is including Vaishya. He is including Kshatriya. He is including Vipranam of all these people. What is the Vaishishta Karya? To tell untruth if it is going to prevent a man from death. Okay, so it's very clear. Now what he says, he includes Shudra also for that. He gives permission to Shudra also to tell untruth if that is going to prevent a death. And that telling the untruth is a Vaishishta Karya, it's a noble action than telling the truth and leading to death. Now he is also including Shudra. Shudra can also tell untruth if it is going to save somebody from death. Similarly, Vaishya, similarly, Kshatriya, similarly, the Brahmana, Vipranam, the learned persons he calls. So he says, he brings everybody and gives them the permission. Now, where is the question of neglecting Shudra? Oh, untouchable. Where you are bringing all these things. Now, how it comes, how the action happened in the 7th, 9th century, and later on from the 13th, 14th, 15th centuries after, from the 10th centuries after the Islamic Turkey invasion, like Muhammad bin Tughlaq and all, their ancestry, their names will be Ansari and all. I can tell you the Turkish name, whereas the Persian name will be Jahangir. You know, we know the Jahangir converted the Persians, Zoroastrians into Islam. They will still have the Jahangir name. I will come to that, all those points. So they all develop later on. This people say he is drinking milk, but the word drinking is been attributed to alcohol nowadays. That is your fault, not the dictionary or the grammar fault. My fault. See, let us see how it has come, how the Shudra word was unnecessarily denominated from the upper class, from the 4 Varnas. We will see. I will tell you the history, I will prove it also. Till such time, Bhuyat Tavat Shubha Mangalam Hari Om.